thula kathoko Brandon Peterson Minola Pasulu.
For the very first time since 2006, ngiyaqala ukuthi wonke amaqembu sekudlala imidlalo emibili Jabu abe namaphuzu. Lonke iqembu linephuzu.
Wonke amaqembu anamaphuzu. But of course, abo Kruger nesiwelele awufuni ukulibele udropa ama points ngoba besikhuluma noma uthi ukuthi ayikho lethu ukuthi league kuse early nanani because ukusuka lapha after 5-6 games now it becomes a problem. But
so there's no such thing as it's early anymore.
What's early? If the league has to finish now, you're relegated.
Orlando Pirates, Kaizer Chiefs, Amazulu all on 7 points. Of course, Mamelodi Sundowns has only played 2 matches and they sit on 4 points. They're in great company. Skookum Milford, Bulugwana City as well find themselves there. But let's talk about the Kaizer Chiefs versus Sundowns game. Mahuta, you did that game. I saw this and I said, how are Chiefs bending? What are they going to do at the back?
Yeah, the only problem with Doggy, because I had Doggy in studio, was a left back position. We didn't know if it was going to be a wing back or a left back and who's going to be there. And as the game started, we realized that they put Modi there as a left wing back. He played that position as a left wing back. And he did pretty well because, well, even though in the first half, a lot of things were coming on his side. But then, you know, he grew into the game and he played well. I don't know if he's going to keep that position and play in that position again going forward.
And in the midfield, you had Mabu Mteto and Ndlovu. You know, it's not something that you've seen Chiefs play all 3 of those players at the same time.
Yeah, I think they were so disciplined and they didn't allow Sundowns, you know, yes, Sundowns position, they were top in the position, they were not hitting Orlando Chiefs. Bebanga in their own easy dangerous 20 Chiefs. So that pair, I think coach we need to give Cruz credit. As much as Maui Pegile on paper and Chiefs will not sharp 4, but he did well. He played very well for his Sundowns.
And maybe the reason Ayende, Mkhulise, as well as Obas, not 3 players that have played together as well at Mamelodi Sundowns. But let's look at that left back position and the injuries that Chiefs had coming into that. 5 left backs all injured, Mahu.
Yeah, it's bad for Kaizer Chiefs. You know, I don't know if they should go into the market and get another left back.
Then you have 6.
And then you have 6. You know, but funny enough, in football, when one comes back, they're all gonna come back at the same time. Now you have a problem of, you know, who to choose, who to play in that position. But they have equally good left backs. I mean, Reef Prosler has been there, he's been doing well for them this season, so he's taken that position, made it his own. Paseka is still there. We know his experience. Bradley Cross went to the World Cup with Bafana, so now when he comes back, he should be expecting to play.
And just to add, modern football, you need to play more than one position, just.
Yeah.
This dala right back, we right wing. If football change the manje out, maguba na situation so ama player limele and then
Which can play.
Yes, you need to have ama players like position. Yes, Abo Lungu, Lufanda the Pirates, like we are support. Ulungu can play wing, he can play right back also. So you need to have ama players like at least 2, 3, 4 positions.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to Sundowns and talk about that midfield. It was, you know, a different midfield to what they used to as well. You know, you had Ayende, who's a regular in that midfield and has played with Jaden Adams, has played with Bomukwena injured, and of course, Jaden Adams no longer with us, which left Sundowns with a peculiar positioning.
Yeah, 3 midfielders that they've never really played together as the pairing. You know, so it was always going to be difficult because if we look at their midfield pairings, I mean, the dominant one was Mukwena and Allende, but the most common thing in that midfield was always Jaden Adams. His soul rest in peace. He was very important for them. Now with the 3, Obas, Mkhulise, Allende, and we've seen in this game, they were struggling to come out from the back with the ball because Obas, he's not so clean in a pass. He's not a player that you can use to come out different from Mukwena. That's the triangle that they were trying to use, but it didn't work because they were not hitting Chiefs. They were supplying also Ulion up front, and sometimes they were in the same position. If you look at them now, they are on the other side of the field, which is different. You need to have the other one coming to the right to open more space, Shavul.
Yeah, I think and for me, I think if I'm a player with 3, I will prefer Mkhulise to go and collect the ball because he's more comfortable on the ball than Abbas. Abbas, after that mistake awayenza a few weeks ago, when I consider confidence yakhe ayikho mnandi kahle. So here, I think Kaizer Chiefs job issue. We might say yes, abadlalanga ukudlala babonke uAlende nolo, but also Kaizer Chiefs made it very difficult for them to get space lawo bawafunayo.
Yeah,
well, I mean, they're doing this because also they've got some injuries, Sundowns, mind you.
Yeah.
You know, we spoke about it, so they do have injuries as well.
Yeah, Jabu is important for Sundowns and is important for how Sundowns wants to play because he's the one that can connect the ball from the center backs going forward. He's also dangerous when they attack because everything that falls outside the box is there, he's ready, he can shoot very well, can score from outside box. So it's important for Sundowns. So the problem with football is that you can't replicate. You can't take out a Tebo Mokoena 1 and put in a Tebo Mokoena 2. But you can have similar players.
And I was about to say, Obas was that, even at national team. We knew you could put an Obas in there.
Yeah.
But you look at what Obas has done. I mean, last season, only 13 appearances. Last played his football in November of last year. Not the same player. You don't expect the same level as Tebo Hosen, who's played every tournament, Club World Cups, not 1 or 2 games, every game.
Yeah, I think now you any setback le ukuthi una 4 months angadlali a competitive football. Obviously, it's not that sharp the way kumele abe sharp ngakhona, and the confidence akana that 100% confidence, and I think mina this opportunity njengoba uTebogo alimele, this was for him also to be able to raise his hand and show up, abonise to know nami uTebogo makangekho I can be an important player, and he's not a bad player. It's just that his
game time.
In its game time, his reaction is a bit slow. He's not sharp.
The other big thing at Mamelodi Sundowns, it's the man that's held not only Sundowns as glue, but Bafana as well. South Africa's carrot number 1 in Ronwen Williams. You know, to say, is he still the player he was? There's lots of complaints. 31 conceded of 46 last season, 5 already this season. Is it Ronwen? Is it the team? Is it the defense? These stats are not good for a Sundowns team.
There are 2 sad stats though, because I would expect the Ronwen at this stage of the season, Netlawa conceded 5 goals, you know, and I think he's looking at himself and thinking he could have done better in certain situations, in certain goals as well. But what I've noticed already with Ronwen this season is that he's not into the game, like he doesn't talk more, but he's more angry at his players, you know. He doesn't encourage them because before he was into the game, telling them what to do, but now he looks a bit angry. I think he's a bit unsettled. I don't know what's wrong with him because, well, ultimately the buck stops with the keeper, but if you have players giving the ball away like that in front of you, then you've got no chance as a goalkeeper. The other players as well need to help him because, remember, defending doesn't end with the goalkeeper. Starts even up front with Pedro Leon, you know, pressing, but I think he can do better.
Yes, because Ronwen sometimes it dominates cool for seasons amaningi and bekangathestwa. I'm sure sakwamanye ama-game bekaboreka because uRonwen khona ama-game bekaphuma angadayivanga nokudayiva. But now izinto ziyachange because that's how the way Sundowns is strong khona out here. So manje mawubheka last year iSundowns iPirates joba ibaphusha joba iyo league. Now uRonwen besekaqala ukuchallenge and manje ayijwayelanga leyo nto leyo.
Speaking about